Good morning and shalom. I got something I want to share with you just briefly concerning the kosher diet, using Leviticus chapter 11 as a foundation. But first and foremost, I hope you're having a good day, a blessed day at that. In Malachi chapter 3, verse 6, he said, I am Yahuwah and I change not. For I am Yahuwah and I change not. And he is an Elohim, a God that cannot and will not lie. So that still stands true today. As he was then, so is he now, and he forever will be. But take it to a deeper level, you cannot separate him from his word. So if he changes not, then his word does not change. Period. It does not change. So just throwing that out there. In Leviticus chapter 11, verse 7, it says, talking about the kosher diet, I see there's a lot of people that are eating meats that was never to be consumed by human beings. They're scavengers. And when you eat an unclean meat that is an abomination in the eyes of God, in the eyes of Elohim, if you're willingly and knowingly eating that, but yet you refuse to adhere to it, is there a possibility that you, because you willfully, knowingly disobey his commandments, is it possible to say that you are an abomination to him? That's just a thought I'm throwing out there. You decide. But in Leviticus chapter 11, verse 7, it says, and the swine, talking about the pig, the hog, talking about pork, though he divide the hoof and be cloven footed, yet he cheweth not the cud. He is unclean to you. Unclean means you're not to eat it. You're not to touch it. It was never meant to be food for humans. And eating pork is an abomination in the eyes of the Father. He detests it. He hates it. Out of all the unclean meats, there's something about the swine that detests him, that he says is an abomination to him. Okay, with that being said, in Isaiah chapter 65, verses 3 through 5, it reads, a people that provoketh me to anger continually to my face, that sacrifice in the gardens and burneth incense upon the altars of brick, which remain among the graves and lodge in the monuments. Listen, which eat swine's flesh, which eat pork, and broth of abominable things is in their vessels, which say, stand by myself, come not near to me, for I am holier than thou. These are a smoke in my nose, and a fire that burneth all day. Now, go to Isaiah 66. This is where it really gets interesting. Yea, they have chosen their own ways. They choose to do it their way. The same thing that Cain did, that got him kicked out of the garden. He chose to do it his way. Yea, they have chosen their own ways, and their soul delighteth in their abominations. They take pleasure in eating unclean meats. They take pleasure and say, look at me. Yeah, I love God, but I'm eating unclean meats. They take pleasure in that. Verse 4, I also will choose their delusions and will bring their fears upon them. Because, listen, because when I called, none did answer. When I spake, they did not hear. But they did evil before my eyes and chose that in which I delighted not. Let me tell you something. To know to do right and do it not, it is a sin. Like I said, out of all the unclean meats, pork, swine is an abomination to the Father. You know that old saying, we are what we eat. Well, if pork is an abomination and we willingly, knowingly partake of it, then are we abomination to the Father? I think it's a hypocrisy to know the truth. You know the truth. You know what it says. But yet you willingly ignore it. You don't adhere to it. Well, Jim, that's Old Testament. No, there's only one Testament. There's only one Testament. That is the Tanakh. And besides, he said, I am Yahuwah and I change not. Him and his word are one, so his word does not change. What he said was abomination, 3, 4, 5,000 years ago, is still abomination today because his word does not change. That's something to meditate upon today. And I just wanted to get that out there. And I hope you have a blessed day. I hope the day is filled with his blessings. Receive his mercy today. Repent, for his kingdom is at hand. Be blessed and shalom.